What are you doing over there?
Sending these sneakers to Sherelle,
Is she a fan too?
my line sister.
Is she a fan too?
No, they're green sneakers. So
They're wet sneakers?
green. So I'm conceptualizing the whole pink and green and silver vibe that we're going for next year and being silver sorors.
What?
Yes. So you waiting on me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, not because you asked now. Let's go.
You ready to get it started?
Yeah.
Let's do it then. Cue the theme music.
Where are the horns? I love a good background, not even background, but setup of music if there's horns, trombones, trumpets, a good brass section.
Brass
always,
sections, you can't go wrong.
Always sets you up to feel. I'll speak
It's
for myself.
energetic.
Yeah, it sets me up to feel good. Jill Scott's newest album has Trombone Shorty.
And that song Be Great.
Yes, and just everything about that song just has you to feel so lively and full of energy. And the name of the song is Be Great. So like, yeah, I'm gonna be great. It has a whole musical entourage of being great, and the horns with it.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss. And you know I love a good drum line, so that's in the song. Yeah. Horns.
Horns. There's something ancient about brass though. Like I can't remember what it is right now, but I feel like I've read it somewhere. Specifically like in religious traditions, like the sound of brass or like hitting of brass does something to the body, some kind of reverberation. So maybe you're just responding to that.
Maybe. I've been here before.
You've been here before many times, right? All right.
You wouldn't know it from my parenting style and from my my WifeStyle. My
WifeStyle? Is that a thing? I didn't know WifeStyle.
WifeStyle.
My WifeStyle. I did not know WifeStyle was a thing.
Hashtag WifeStyle.
Hashtag Wife. I'm gonna do what I do. Baby, got you bulletproof. Shoot your child, it's a bulletproof. Load it up like do. I wanna go wife. Why? I want to dive deeper into this WifeStyle. Please tell me what is WifeStyle.
We'll say that for another episode. WifeStyle.
WifeStyle. Picking up the kids to go to the foot. It's the WifeStyle.
WifeStyle.
Hey everyone, welcome to First Off, the podcast that explores the complexities of marriage and raising children in today's world. We talk about the joys, the challenges, and the lessons we learn along the way. Since there's no school for being a spouse or a parent, we share our journey openly, hoping our experiences help spark conversation, reflection, and maybe a little bit of laughter. For the WifeStyle.
What about MomStyle?
Nah, this doesn't have the same ring to it. It doesn't have the same ring to it.
I got into the MomStyle of things this week, just thinking through two different mother groups that I am a part of, specifically in our neighborhood, because our kids are around the same ages. And so our kids always need to be transported somewhere for their various activities. So I was recalling to you about how there was one group of mothers for our older child who they were all going to camp together. And so there's three moms three moms getting together to coordinate carpooling. One of the mothers just happens to be a teacher. I don't know if this goes into the aspect of what I'm saying or it's just her as a person. But she was like, all our kids are going to such and such camp for this week. I'm going to make a spreadsheet. I can pick them up or drop them off on these days. If you all don't mind, then you can sign up on this sheet and we can know who's doing what day. And of course the fathers plug their names in too. It's just that It just happened to be that this one mother
Did the fathers plug their name, or did the wives plug in the names of the fathers?
Probably both. And there was communication to the said husband. Are you okay to pick up or drop off the kids? So it worked.
You would hope.
I would say that there was communication in our household. You're right.
Yeah,
I have no idea what happens in their household. So I was just remarking to you about how this week, about how organized that carpool situation was. And that one parent took on the onus of, I know I have a million things and I need to be at work a certain time. These two other families are interested in carpooling. Yeah. Let's get something kind of formally in the books of who's when and what. In contrast to our younger daughter now doing a different activity and me communicating with two other mothers, none of the three of us mothers have committed.
No spreadsheet.
No spreadsheet. I know neither of these other two women are the same two women that were in the other different group, different situation, different kids. I could be the one that, creates this spreadsheet. I did not. I have not. And yet what happens now is that one of the mothers, the day of the said event that we know is going to happen the same day, same week, it's like, I can pick up or I can drop off. And it works. We figure it out before the said event happens. I don't know that I can say that I do like the structured one, yet I'm not committed to volunteering to create the said Excel spreadsheet. I think it was actually a Google spreadsheet. And yet I have had a little bit more angst with this now second group of...
Oh, I know. I heard it.
So I'm just bringing that up in the context of MomStyle. MomStyle. So I know how to not have that angst. And now that I'm speaking it, I just need to make the spreadsheet and just you're here, you're there. If you can't, then of course you communicate. Something happened at work, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. The husband or not the husband or the mom.
I personally, I find it, I'm working on breaking the habit of saying I personally, because I don't need to.
Me personally?
Me personally. Or saying in my opinion. It's like, if I'm saying it, it's already my opinion. I find that whenever it is some kind of group activity, if somebody, with other parents or other families, if somebody doesn't take on the ownership of organizing it, I find myself being like, I'm going to do it, because otherwise I know what
you have anxiety.
I know what's going to happen, especially with my schedule and with our schedule. It's just like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and build something out. And the same thing with like meetings. It's like, if I have a conversation with somebody and it's like, yeah, we'll meet on this day. I'm like, okay, putting it in my calendar.
Yeah.
And I'm going to send you an invite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless it's something where it's just like, just like, we're going to meet up for dinner or something. But it's like, if the family's involved, in the calendar.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to be like, what happened? We're supposed to do what now? Oh,
right.
Okay. Then, all right. That's not happening anymore.
I had a conversation today with another working mom, and she just wanted to get the two couples together. And we had talked offline. Always talk offline. We had talked offline, like, oh, we need to get together. And so she asked me a date. She was like, are you all free this weekend? I was like, oh yeah, we're free. But I was waiting for her to be like, okay, 6:30, this day, this time.
Lockdown.
She
no
never...
sleep.
You ready to go night-night?
One bed.
You ready to go night-night? So she never locked it down. So I tangentially remembered that. But because she never locked it down, I didn't put it on my calendar.
Yeah.
So I just happened to talk to her today. And she's like, we're still hanging out tomorrow, right? And I was like, girl. You came to me saying you wanted to have couple time. I was all for it. You never followed through. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. So she understood that. She was like, but it's still on my calendar. So are you still free? And I was like, yes.
Yep.
And
yep, we're here. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it.
So I guess what I'm saying is I need to make this spreadsheet.
You need to.
So I'll work on that in the next 24 hours.
Definitely
so I don't bend your ear again this week around.
I heard about it. I was just like, okay, she's still talking about this. Okay, cool. I'm just going to sit back and listen.
MomStyle.
Just going to sit and listen. I'm going to sit and listen. I just want to bring up something real quick that made me laugh the other day. It was so for those of you who are new to our show, Sadhana and I, we as you can tell, we like to have things relatively structured in the midst of the
Not
chaos
everything.
that is parenting. I said relatively. I said relatively. That means not everything. And so what we do maybe about, I would say, 2 or 3 times a month, when we find the time, we'll have family meetings with the kids where we will break out the family calendar. It's the calendar that we have on our wall, the big calendar, and we'll break it out, lay it out on the floor, or the kids will have it on their lap, and we'll just start marking, filling it in with things that Sadhana and I have on our calendar, or whatever activities that they have, so that we're all on the same page as we navigate this world. And at the time we talk about other things too. And usually the family meetings last about 2 hours because there's so many jokes and random things happening in between. And there's something that you
It's
said
a
the other day.
some story that I
Yeah,
forgot to tell you guys
right,
about.
right. It's a good time to just catch up and have quality time together. But Sadhana the other day had me laughing because we were talking about something and Evie brought up something and Sadhana, I don't remember what it was that she brought up, but you were like, we'll talk about that offline. And I'm like, what do you mean offline? And the kids were so confused as to why I was laughing. I was just like,
No, she was confused by what offline meant. She was
yes.
like, what does that mean, offline?
I was like, why are we talking about meeting with the kids offline?
I'm so used to meeting them virtually.
It's like, first of all, we're sitting here right next to each other. And that's the first part. That's the first issue. And secondly, why are we doing that to the kids?
So what I should have said, we'll have a sidebar
we'll
conversation.
talk about it later.
We'll have a sidebar.
Not even
they need
sidebar.
to learn. They need to learn the lingo. They need to learn the
meeting
lingo.
jargon. We're gonna put a pin in that. We're gonna put a pin in that.
We're gonna put a pin in that. We're gonna circle back. We're gonna circle back.
Let's send it up the flagpole. See who salutes.
I don't use that one.
You've never heard that one before.
Let's circle back. Let's circle back.
So yeah, that
made
me
hold
laugh.
on that.
Made me laugh. Anyway, what's bringing you joy this week? Oh gosh. Okay. You just came from a baby shower.
I did.
Wasn't that joyful?
It was joyful, and I was happy for my friend to be celebrating this new burgeoning life, and she was so radiant and so excited. And the reason why I took because in the same journey of me going to this baby shower and being excited for her, I learned of another unrelated sad news of a family friend who passed away from cancer. So it's like, as one life comes to beautiful blossom, and then the other one is gone. Transitioned. And then it makes me think too about the other sad news we learned this week, that one of our service providers died suddenly.
Yeah, brain aneurysm.
Yeah, a brain aneurysm. So just tomorrow is not promised. This is not answering the question of what brings me joy.
I was going to say, what brings you joy this week? I was going to be like, I was waiting for you to finish so I could ask you, okay, but what is bringing you joy this week? It's okay. Go ahead. This is why we do this.
It's the gratitude. It's the gratitude of being here and being around my loved ones. That's what's bringing me joy. Like, we were able to take a short walk together today, and I expressed while we were having the walk, and I expressed it again. Thank you for helping me survive on this planet. Oh
goodness, that's a lot. That's a lot to put on my shoulder.
Thank you.
I'm very happy to be going through this experience with you. 2 souls. 1 soul, 2 separate bodies. That's what it is. 1 soul, 2 separate bodies.
It's hard work being a human being. It is hard work being a human being. And God is great, and I am so grateful. So that's what's bringing me joy this week. Yep. Gratitude.
Life-affirming gratitude.
Life-affirming gratitude.
I love it.
What about you? What is bringing you joy this week?
I guess I should have thought about it before I asked you the question. Um, I think what's bringing me joy this week, I went to sleep one night and I woke up and the the feeling of creativity flooded me. And that's something I haven't felt in a while. And I think it's just mostly because of the deluge of using my brain in a creative way that has been more about promotion and marketing and trying to get word out about the projects that we have. But what I love, creating stories and crafting stories and imagining worlds and characters and bringing them to life, and the excitement of sharing it with people. I woke up. I went to sleep one night. I went to sleep one night, and when I woke up the next morning, it was like I was having dreams of like really really cool stories, and I was like, oh snap! Like it was a story that I've been working on for, I want to say, about 6 years now, that I've just been toying with, like, jotting things down here and there, but my mind just flooded, and I was just like, oh, and I think it's because we hired an assistant, and because of that, my mind has been freed up to think about other things. I haven't had to use the creative side of my brain to create things that, not to say, I mean, all creativity brings me joy, but I love writing stories. I love crafting stories, and I love writing poetry as well. And so, the that flood of creativity brought me a lot of joy. Where it's like my mind has just been, while I'm doing other things, like my mind has been toiling around, and the little man in my head is like sitting at the desk, writing all the ideas down for me, so that when I'm ready to hit the computer, like it'll be like, okay, I know exactly what this story is and how it's going to look and what's going to happen in it. So that's what's bringing me joy this week, on that level, on that professional level, I should say. I'm excited about that.
Nice.
Yep, yep, yep.
Thanks for sharing.
Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. So I have a question for you this week.
You do?
I do. I do. I have a
I usually
question for
have
you.
questions for you.
Oh, well, first things first. Well, the way you said that is scary. But I usually react scared whenever you say, I got a question for you. So, but first things first, what challenges did you meet this week?
What challenges did I meet this
Yeah,
week?
in,
There was
in all
some.
walks of life.
I had to give a presentation at work. So first there was a challenge of making sure that my slides were made in such a way that they were clear, and practicing what I would say and how I would say it so that it was a clear message to the audience, and being open to questions and commentary. And I got some really good questions at the end of my presentation. And so I would say, if anything, those were the challenge. That was one of the main challenges of this week, of getting the slides together. Now I've been preparing, so I didn't wait to the last minute, but just making sure that I made sure that I hit things on all cylinders, hitting at all cylinders,
Firing on all cylinders.
firing and hitting and firing.
No, it's firing
Bing
on all
bong, bing
cylinders.
bop, bop,
No,
bong,
no.
bing.
WifeStyle.
You know, I'm really bad at idioms.
Yeah, we know.
I'm an idiot at idioms. So I would say that was a challenge.
That
this
was a
week.
challenge.
What about you?
For me, it's this is more of a parenting challenge. It's holding my tongue. Um, you know how it is when you're a parent. You're kind of like an eagle or a hawk, and you're watching all the movements that they're doing and all the things that they're doing, and you're looking for the opportunity, not the opportunity, you're looking for the timing to swoop in and try to save the day, or to swoop in and try to scoop up or clear up whatever it is, or to let them know, like, yo, you're on the wrong path right now. And I don't know if we've ever talked about it before, how I'm always having revelations in the morning, how one morning I realized that we're raising adults, and that, we don't have kids anymore. We're raising little adults, and so giving them the space in the room and the grace to make mistakes is very, very much so a part of it, and being ready with the lesson at that time. And so there were a couple things that happened. By all means, if anybody wants to buy me a drink and take me out to dinner, I'll be more than happy to give you all the nitty gritty details of it. but um, but I mean, one of them is that one of our kids had a test, and I had spoken to the teacher. The teacher told me, um, "Look, XYZ happened. He missed this one. Ben had a test. Ben had a test. He missed a class because he went to something for student government, and so he missed the class. Because he missed the class, the teacher was a little bit concerned that he wasn't going to do well in the test, and so she was like, help him study, make sure that he studies. He sat with me, but he just kind of sat there quietly and told me that he understood, but he wasn't really engaging. I said, okay. And so I had a conversation with him. And through our conversation, I was like, I don't think this is going to go well.
You said that to him?
No, I said, oh no, I was thinking it to myself, and not putting it out there.
Yeah, you didn't want to put the negativity
I wasn't
out
putting
there.
it out. It was just like I could feel.
Like even you not saying it though, you kind of put the negativity.
I know, but it's just like it was just a feeling that I had, and through that feeling, I was like, you know what may come of it, there's a lesson to be learned, and I'll be there to help them with the lesson, instead of being that parent that's like, you need to, why aren't you? Just like, nope, let him coast, let him figure it out. And then when the time comes, I'll coach him through it so that he can experience that disappointment. He can experience those feelings and have that moment of grief and remorse and regret. And then he can pick himself back up and come forward with a plan. Well, exactly what happened. He basically crashed out, and I was like, I felt so bad for him. I was just like, oh, like, but it's like it's one of those things where you have to let them make their mistakes. You have to let them experience these things.
Failure.
The failure. It's going to happen eventually, but it's like preferably you want to be there when it happens so that you can be that support system. Because in my mind, when we have these conversations with our kids, it's not only hitting their ears, hitting their heart as well, so that years later when we're not around, those feelings and those emotions and those words will resonate in their being. And so they don't need to have us around because they have the confidence to know that it will be okay and that they will overcome. And so, I mean, he was completely devastated because he does really, really well in school, and he believed that he had it. Being a super bright kid, a lot of things came easy to him. And so when the things are a bit more challenging, they are more challenging, and he figures it out all the time. And so this time was one of those times where it was like, okay, you made a mistake. Now is the time where we figure out what the plan is going to be to rectify the mistake, or you did not pass, or you didn't get the grade that you wanted. How are we going? What is the plan? Whatever your plan is, not the plan that I'm going to make. Whatever your plan is, we will figure. Oh, we'll figure out how to support you in that aspect, because the last thing I want to do is to swoop in, figure it out for him, and then next thing you know, he becomes an adult and he's like, Dad, I need help.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's like, no, like
yeah,
make your mistakes.
yeah.
And then the strategy when you make a mistake is that you learn the lesson from it. And then after you learn the lesson, you figure out how to avoid those mistakes later, because pitfalls are always going to be there. The challenge is always going to be there. The lessons are always going to be there. But if you don't take from the lesson, and apply it to your progress and your growth, then the lesson has no value. And so for me, it was just let him experience that, let him cry it out, let him rage, let him feel those emotions, and then we talk about it. And after we talk about it, what is the path forward? And so, fortunately, right before I left him, because I was like, he crying, bye, sis. Left him with my sister. But right before he told me, he was like, okay, I have a plan. I said, okay, think about it over the weekend. Do some studying, and when we get back together, we'll have a conversation about it, and we'll figure out how me and your mom can support you. So that was the challenge. It was that, and also another thing with Evie, and we could talk about that. That was me basically being like, Sadhana, you got that. Hold my tongue, hold my tongue, hold my tongue. But That's the one where it's like y'all want to take me out for dinner or a beer. I'll tell you all about it. But yeah, I feel like that was a bit of a challenge. It was a bit of a challenge.
Thank you for sharing.
Oh, I'm more than happy to share with you all the time. All right, so the question that I have for you, do you ever have a moment where you felt like you let your parents down? Do you remember any specific moments or something that happened? I know you were such a perfect child.
Let them down.
Yeah, and you felt that grief and that sadness of like, oh, why did I do that?
Probably. I feel like I'm so far removed from that now. I bought a home. They helped me purchase a home when I was in medical school. And we purchased it in 2006. Yeah, we purchased it in maybe 2005 because I lived there for 2 years and then I left to go to residency. And the thought was, this is an investment property for them. And it was a property for me to live in while I was in medical school. And maybe if I planned to go to residency there, then I could continue to live in that home. And the crash of 2008 happened. When everybody was, you get a home and you get a home and you get a home and you get a home, and then nobody could stay in said home.
Yeah, and it was hard to sell homes too.
And it was hard to sell homes. So then when it was time for me to leave and go to residency, then start fellowship, it was like, this house is not moving. Nobody wants to rent it. Nobody, like, even we did have renters in there, but still it didn't pretty much cover the full amount of the mortgage. And it just, so if anything, I would say that home ownership with the plan for investment for them, I felt, while I had no control over the housing crash in 2008, I felt somewhat disappointed in the context of
best laid plans and all that.
Best laid plans, and that was going to be supplemental income for them, and it turned out to be just the opposite. It soured out of none of our own faults. So that's the first thing that comes to me. Other than that, I really was a good student. I received many scholarships for undergrad. I received scholarships for medical school. They did not have to pay out of pocket for any of my academics. I received enough scholarships and supplements so that I even wasn't asking them for a lot of money even when I was in college. And I would come back home and I would work at the NIH. I would work at various places, and I had my own monies. And so I was frugal, and I wore my sister's clothes, I wore my mom's clothes. Depending on the era, I would wear some of my dad's clothes. So true hand-me-down, happily hand-me-down. I still have my sister's hand-me-downs. I still take their hand-me-downs. Happy to. So,
but there was never a moment where you felt like you let your parents down.
Not really. And if you ask my dad now, he probably no. Not Sadhana.
He'd be like, but the other ones on the other hand.
I can't speak for them.
Is there anything that you think like something that the kids would do where you'd be like, oh, like you should know better? Like you let me down. Like what would be something that would make you feel that way?
Being very, very mean-spirited to somebody, that would be a disappointment to me. Kids can be mean, kids can be silly, kids can be goofy, kids cannot stand up for other kids when they're being bullied. And so I could see my kids doing foolish things.
Yeah.
But I would be severely disappointed if they were mean-spirited in their ways.
Yeah.
Because that's not how we've taught them to be.
Yeah. And we had an incident like that early this school year.
So in that context, we were disappointed.
Yeah. And
yes.
We cleared that up with him.
Yes. Yeah. And he knew he was wrong in that.
Oh yeah, he did. Especially when he got caught in the lie.
Yes.
Of like, did you?
I just came out. I was like, Benjamin, did you? And he got
like,
silent. Yes. Yes, he
yes.
knew. He knew. It's like,
Yeah.
you're doing too much abba, abba, abba. I've been on this earth way too long. You're not fooling anybody. And he knew it was going to come out. So he's like,
yeah, I did. Yeah.
Y'all aren't asking the right question. Oh, shoot. Mom just asked it.
Right. For those of you that's wondering, he took a friend of his when they weren't being friendly with each other out of a group text, and it all stemmed from a gambling debt. Like we were like, you can't.
This is before Kalshi.
If you can't get before what?
Kalshi. You know the app where you can bet on anything.
Oh, I thought it was called something else.
I think it's Kalshi.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I feel like it's called.
I don't know.
You would know better than me.
We don't need to promote it. We don't use it. We're not getting paid to promote it. So
and I would not want to.
It's Labubu. I don't know.
It's Labubu. It's Labubu.
WifeStyle.
It's Labubu as well.
What about you? Is there something that you feel like you disappointed your parents?
Yeah, I was. So I was the reason why I asked this question is because I was just thinking about the things that kids do that are dumb. And when I was, when I was like around 10, 11, I want to say, maybe like 9 or 10, I got into the habit of getting 5-finger discounts.
Oops.
At a local Kmart. It was one of my cousins came into town. And in hindsight, it's like, dude, like what? So he hitched a ride with a person that was, I don't know why this adult
before
did this.
Uber.
Way before Uber. This is like in the 90s. But the dude was like, he's going to Maryland. And so he was like, yeah, can I ride with you?
He's coming from where? What
New
state?
York.
He didn't know this person?
No.
Did he like put his thumb out, hitchhike?
The dude he heard the guy talking. I need to ask him about this one day. He heard the guy talking.
Maybe you didn't get the full story because you're 10 years old.
I remember him telling me the story at the time, but I want to ask him more details now. Hopefully he would remember.
Okay.
I'll give him a call sometime to find out. But but the guy was like, he's going to New York. Maybe he's going to Maryland. And he was like, yeah. He was like, can I come with you? And the guy was like, yeah, sure, why not? And he hopped in the car with a complete stranger and rode all the way down to DC.
A good 6 hours, 6, 7 hours.
I'm just thinking as a parent, like.
And how old was he?
He was maybe 12, 13 years old.
What?
Yes. This is why I'm like sitting here, like my mind is just like.
He was 12 and you were 10?
I was about to, yeah, I think he's about 2 or 3 years older than me.
There's something missing from that story, but okay.
No, maybe he's 4 years older than me.
So yeah, at most 14 or 15?
At most 14. At most, I would say at most 14. At most.
And his parents didn't know where he was?
So from what I remember, he said that he was going to, he was getting home late and he was afraid of getting in trouble. And so that was his solution. Just get out of town. Literally get out of town.
What?
Yeah. I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna text him and be like, yo, can you give me the details about that situation?
Okay.
Because I was like,
can we record that conversation? We gotta stitch it in. We gotta stitch it in.
Because I remember I was like, so like when he first of all, I remember I got up that morning and he was sleeping on the couch and I was like so excited because he's a big cousin and I was like, oh my gosh, like what's he doing here? How did he get here? You know, I had all the questions. And my dad explained it to me and I was like, what? Like the same way you reacted. And
he knew the address to come to your house at 14?
No, he called I don't know.
He called one of the aunts. He called one of the uncles.
He called somebody and my dad went to pick him up from whatever bus depot. And I think it was like in the middle of the morning, like early in the morning.
What?
Yeah, it was definitely like a lot could have happened. Yes. This is like in the 90s. Like a lot could have happened in that instance. So yeah, long story short, I got into the habit of stealing because of him.
Because he came to live with you guys?
He came to stay with us for the summer. And
so that was the start of the summer.
That was the beginning of the summer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly.
You need to learn the story.
We got into a lot of shenanigans. And so long story short, I for some reason this sticks in my mind. It's stuck in my mind. But I remember he left and I got caught. My brother and I got caught. And when we got caught, they took us into like a back security room or whatever. And
this is of the Kmart.
Yeah, this is of the Kmart. And I was like, I was like, whatever. Like, I didn't care. I was just like, yo, I'm good. And my mom was pregnant with my brother at the time. And they called her. And I don't even know how they got the number or how they even got any information, but she came in. And as soon as she came in, I was done. Like, I just started bawling. Like, because I was just like looking at her and
did you expect your
look of
dad to
disappointment
come
on her face. I think my dad was out of town.
so maybe you felt like, oh, there's not much that's going to happen to me because
No, it's just I just felt I started bawling because I knew I disappointed her. Like, like I knew like it was a low point where it was just like she's pregnant. She had to walk all the way to this place because they didn't have no extra cars. So she had to walk all the way to the Kmart. And then she walks in and she sees her son handcuffed to a chair. You know what I mean? It was just like, oh.
They handcuffed you?
Yo, man, like this was the 90s. It was dumb. It was dumb.
But they
A lot
let you
happening
go.
in the 90s. Yeah, they let us go, and we were banned from Kmart. We ended up going back a couple more times anyway. But the word was that we were banned. We were banned from there.
I see.
But
what were you stealing? What were you trying
like toys and games and stuff like that. It was
and so they just happened to catch you, or do you think that they had seen you guys in there before taking stuff, or seen other kids in there taking stuff?
I don't know. They just caught us. I just remember feeling bad. Like, I'd really disappointed my mom. She kept it a secret for a while before telling my dad.
Then and when he found out.
Oh, when he found out, it was a lot. It was a lot. But yeah, that's what made me think about that. Anyway, screen time. Oh.
Well, I was gonna say, you asked me what it was that the kids could do that would disappoint you. I said the mean-spirited. What would you say?
No, you took the answer that for me it is about. For me, it is about being a good person. I want my kids to be more mindful about how they treat people and more mindful of the world that they live in. And so it would be the same thing. Like, if they were just being unnecessarily cruel, or I mean, if they were just being cruel, period. I think that we raise them to find the joy in things and to find the joy in people and to be more of a beacon of light than of darkness than anything else. As cliche and as cliche as that might sound.
No, it doesn't sound cliche.
I think for them, I would wish that no matter what they go through in life, that they can always hold on to the fact that, you know what, I'm doing the best that I can and I'm being as good as I can be. And so if there's that negative twinge that they have and they follow that negative twinge, then that would be a disappointment as well. Other than that, I think it would, it would have to be something really, really surprising. Something otherwise. I mean, if it's anything else, I think I'd have that not my baby disease. For those that don't know, the not my baby disease is something that Sadhana suffers from quite often. It's part of her illness of being a MomStyle. Where if our kids do something and the teacher calls and says that the child did X, Y, and Z, Sadhana is like, not my baby. And I'm like, Sadhana, let's ask the kids and find out more details. My baby wouldn't do that. Not my baby. So she suffers from not my baby disease. I know there's some other parents and some other mothers out there and grandmothers specifically.
What about fathers too?
Fathers don't go through that.
Oh, okay.
Fathers don't go through that. It's only we go through that for the daughters. That's what
it is. Okay. Not my baby. Not my baby.
Not my daughter.
Not my daughter.
Not my daughter.
Yikes.
I'm just playing. But no, but yeah, so I'm sure there's some other mothers out there that are suffering from not my baby disease. And there's treatment for that. You can seek help. Therapy is a good way to do it. Looking your child in the eye when they're telling you something to find out whether or not they're lying. Listening for the abba, abba, abbas.
Oh, yes.
That's when
I'm good with that.
That's
good
when
with
you
that.
know.
You're doing a lot of abba,
abba. All right. So let's go to screen time.
Screen time.
Yeah.
So I was sick for a good 2-3 days last week.
Oh, is that why you asked me to? Is that why you were thanking me for helping you survive this world?
No.
I was nursing you back to health.
No. I thanked you in that immediate time period. And no, I was just thanking you, period. Outside of my illness last week, where it required for me to stay home from work 2 days. And one of the days I was like, okay, even though I stayed home from work, I still was doing work. That was my own volunteer feeling like, oh, I needed to get prepared for said presentation because I wasn't going to show up and not have the presentation together, even though I did sound super nasally and coughing a little bit. I did take the time and I'm like, Sadhana, just relax and let yourself heal and drink your water and blow your nose and just relax your mind. And so I actually did watch what basically was a murder mystery. So I like murder mystery and comedy. Those are my two favorites. And I watched a murder mystery show called All About Her. It's all her fault. It's all her fault. With Sarah Snook from Succession.
Snooki.
And what's his name from Insecure?
Oh, no, Lawrence, but I don't remember his real name.
I'm forgetting his name.
We met him too in LA.
Yes. And I called him by his government name when I saw, because I'm sure a lot of people see him and they're like, hey, Lawrence. And I'm sure he goes by Lawrence. He was great. The different characters on the show were awesome. And Dakota Fanning was on there.
Yes, Dakota Fanning.
To see her all grown up when we used to watch her as a child.
Yeah, that movie with Sean Penn.
Yes.
She was so good in that movie.
What
I used to watch that movie a lot.
Yeah, you did love that.
I love that movie a lot. It's Dr. Seuss' book, I think.
Dr. Seuss?
Yeah, the title of the movie, I think it was like a Dr. Seuss. It's a Dr. Seuss book. You know what? Continue talking. I'll look it up. I'll look up Lawrence's name and the movie. I'll look up both of those things.
So the show is about this mother who, it starts out with her going to pick up her child from a play date. And she arrives at the location of the play date. And the person who answers the door is like, no, I don't have any kids here. No, I don't know anything about a play date. And she's like, oh, well, I corresponded with such and such's mother. And they said that this is their house for the play date. And so she's calling around. Maybe she thought she had the wrong address, and come to find out her child has been kidnapped. And so it goes through episode by episode, them trying to figure out what happened, where the child is. Is it a ransom type situation? What is the deal? Who is the culprit? What are the goings-ons? Like,
and everybody is suspect.
Yes.
Everybody's suspect.
And the name of the show is It's All Her Fault.
It's all her fault, right?
And so because it starts out with this mother, Sarah Snook, who's an awesome actress, you're like, oh, she's the her.
Yeah.
And yet, not necessarily, as there's various females. And without any spoilers, I won't even say.
Whenever I came in while you were watching it, it seemed like they were always putting the blame. Well, you were working. Why were you working so late? Why were you this? I was just like, geez Louise, mom killed? Like, we just gonna go ahead and attack the MomStyle out
they showcase how difficult it is to be a working mom. And in some contexts, to have a supportive husband, and in other contexts, not to have a supportive husband, and what that looks like.
He was too supportive.
Well, one was too supportive and one was unsupportive.
Oh.
Yeah.
She had two husbands?
No, Dakota Fanning's husband was the opposite of supporting.
Really?
Yeah. So she was doing all the things, picking up, arranging. Yeah, he's like, you're good with that. That's your strength. And she had to get on him on one of the episodes. She was like, always when I'm caring for him, I don't bother you. I let you have your free time. But when you're caring for him, you're calling me, trying to ask me this or doing that. And as soon as I get home, you're like, oh, here he is. I'm just babysitting the child. She's like, this is your child. Like, what? And he never really got it. So he was like the annoying person on the show. Like, super like, you're not pulling your weight. You see that you're not pulling your weight. And so you don't care that you're not pulling your weight. And it was a real conversation in the context of like, I didn't know I was signing up for all of this. And that's kind of how it came out for him.
He didn't know he
didn't know
what he was signing up
for. Like, fatherhood took so much. And the child is like young.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's like, dude, you just getting started.
You don't even know the half of it. And she's like, and I'm doing. He was a teacher, and she was like a marketing exec for big time book authors, and so she was trying to work and get this big time author to come be a part, and so she could market his next project. And he was with another, so it just showed her journey of trying to, pull this person into her team.
Yeah.
And so she needed to work later nights, and she needed to strategize, and she needed to meet with this person to be able to get to that big author. And the husband was like, again? And then if you get that account, you're still not going to get a raise, right? Like he wasn't really that supportive. And then on top of that, it was kind of like, but what are you doing this again for?
Right.
Like, what's the point? And he couldn't celebrate her.
Yeah.
And, but that was one subplot of the bigger thing. So I think that they did a good job of telling what the main plot was, and also kind of the side characters as to whose fault it was.
Yeah.
And it was just very engaging, and it kept me guessing. Like, I wanted to know what happened at the end of the series, to the point at the very last episode, you and Evie were like, okay, so whose fault was it, and what happened? Just sum it up. I know you got 20 minutes left, and I was just like,
give me the Cliff's notes. Give me the Cliff's notes.
And you guys both watched just the last 20 minutes, because she had watched like the first part of episode 1 with me.
Because we both like mystery shows. Yes. And it's like, if you finished it, you could just fill us in.
Yeah. And what happened? Oh, that's a lot. Like, and it's a lot that did happen.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
I predicted some of it, so that
you
was
did.
Fun too.
Like the very first or second episode, you said,
I was like, it's blah blah blah.
Yeah, you said that, and then it turned out to be some
aspect of that.
Yeah. So I was like,
I've read too many murder mysteries and seen too many that I can write these things now. It's gonna be my second, third career.
Goodness gracious.
What about you? Screen time?
Well, first of all, Jay Ellis, yes,
and that's what I said when I saw him at the theater. I was like, "Hey, Jay!" Yeah. He was like, "Hey," and he was like super warm with us. He was like,
cordial.
"Oh, come on, let's take a picture." Yeah. He was like, "No." She was like, "No." She gets in the middle.
Right.
I was like,
right.
He's like, "We're not gonna have the dudes stand up to the dude. You sit in the middle."
He volunteered it. He was really cool, really cool and personable. Yes. He's really cool and personable.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what was the movie, Dakota Fanning?
I Am Sam.
I Am Sam, right?
I said it's Dr. Seuss. I said it was a Dr. Seuss like title.
Sam, I am.
I Am Sam.
I was like, what, Dr. Seuss?
Yeah, it was a Dr. Seuss like title. That's what it was. That was
not
really
the Summer of Sam.
No, not the Summer of Sam. I Am Sam is what it's called. Every time I think about that movie, like that movie Tropic Thunder ruined that movie for me, because I really liked it a lot. But they said that they said that you can't go full R word in Tropic Thunder. And they were like, remember Sean Penn? He went full R word. Do you remember this?
Mm-mm.
Oh gosh, because like Ben Stiller's character was like trying to be a serious actor, and then he had like a character named Simple Sam or something like that, and basically he was somebody who was neurodivergent, and he just went real stereotypical extreme. And they were saying that you can't do that, and they talked about Sean Penn doing that. And I Am Sam, like in comparison, like didn't you see what happened to Sean Penn? Like he went full, and so ever since
he's still getting work. I mean,
no, but what I'm saying is what they were saying is that you're not going to get any awards by going full out.
I see.
That was the point that they were making.
See.
And so anyway, I haven't seen that movie since. I used to watch that movie quite frequently because I thought it was a.
You like the story.
I thought it was a real heartwarming story, and it one of the things about it is that it showed like the limits of intelligence, but not the limits of love. You know what I mean? Like it's like quote unquote intelligence. Because here's this guy who had a child with this woman. The woman abandoned him and the child, and he's neurodivergent. And he's raising this child, and eventually the child surpasses what his mental capacity is. And it was just, but his love was still there. His love was still intact. And then you had the court system involved. It was like it's a really cool story. Have you ever seen it?
No.
Oh, you never seen that movie?
No.
Oh, we might have to just watch it together because it's a really cool.
And so she was the daughter.
She was the daughter. And she was so young. She was so young. I think the movie you were thinking about was Man on Fire with Denzel.
No, I was thinking Summer of Sam, just because Sam, but that's about a serial killer, right?
Yeah, that's a serial killer. That's a serial killer. Anyway, for my screen time, so if you guys have been following, I've been watching the movies that are nominated for Best Picture, for the Oscars. Also, I can make sure that that my opinion is about Sinners being the best movie of the year is completely validated. And I can look at it without bias. Because too often when we're watching award shows, I'll watch something, I'll be like, this is who I want to win, but this is who I think is going to win. And if I'm gonna have true outrage this year, I want my outrage to be justified. If it does not win Best Picture,
16 Oscar nominations.
No, look. Best Picture. That's what I'm looking at. So I'm watching all of the films that are nominated for Best Picture
with the nod of Best Picture.
With the nod of Best Picture, because I want to see what Sinners is up against.
Do you know the details of what needs to be checked off for Best Picture? Is it the acting? Is it the costumetry?
I don't know what
the setting.
I don't know what the voting
what goes into Best Picture.
From what? Okay, so from what?
Because I feel like I need to understand that, because I can watch those movies with you. Yet, if it's going on, it's a pretty thing to watch without any audio, and that's what Best Picture is.
No, it's not that. It's the totality.
Okay.
It's acting, cinematography, like all the awards that they got throughout the show. This one movie encapsulates all of that.
Okay.
And I don't know if I doubt it. I think that the people that are voting are just selecting movies. They're not picking it, like running down the line of like, oh, I like this about this movie. I like this, but no, it's just like, this is what I think is Best Picture. This is who I think should win Best Cinema.
And they
Best
haven't
Director.
Even watched them all.
Sometimes they don't watch them all.
That is crazy.
So
where is the Excel spreadsheet? Back to the beginning conversation. Where is the carpool Excel spreadsheet?
So I've never watched all of the movies that are nominated for Best Picture before, and I wanted to watch them all this year just so I can be like, so if they do say Sinners does not win, I could just throw the popcorn in the air and, spaz out and, be angry justifiably.
And right after, you're picking it up.
Maybe. And the thing is that the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to see which movie can hold a candle to it, that has a chance, So I watched Frankenstein, and Guillermo del Toro is such an amazing director. Like, he is so good at what he does. And, Oscar Isaac, he's
a phenomenal actor.
Once in a generation. Like, it's him, Yaya, who's the other person? Him, Yaya, Pedro Pascal, and somebody else. It's a handful of actors where I'm just like, just give them every role. Like, you could tell them to be Strawberry Shortcake and they'll figure it out. Adam Driver's the same way. John David Washington. It's just like you were born to do this. Like, anyway, Oscar Isaac is just like holding that movie together in a way, like his partnership with Guillermo del Toro, the way that they constructed these characters and the way they built this world. When I say built this world, the way Oscar Isaac lives in this world, it is like a masterpiece. Like, he is so good in the role as Victor Frankenstein. Jacob Elordi, I hated him when I saw season 2 of maybe season 1 of Euphoria, and so I was just like, this guy's a good actor. Like, you can like
he got underneath your skin.
You know how, like, back in the day when women would I'm gonna say women. I'm gonna say women. Listen.
Linda,
listen, Linda. You know, like back in the day, they used to say women used to approach actors that were on soap operas and like slap them in the face or yell at them for like doing whatever they did as an actor on the show. Like Jacob Elordi, after seeing Euphoria, I really felt that way about him. I'm like, oh, that guy's a piece of shit. I was just like, wait, he's an actor. So
swarmy.
He's good. He's good. And he's a great actor. When you can elicit emotion that way, you're doing your job well.
That's like the guy who played Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Like he was a bad guy for forever. In the like, Matrix movies.
He even played the bad guy in the Transformers, and you're still like, I don't like that guy.
Mr. Anderson.
Agent Smith is who he was.
Yeah.
But yeah, like so Jacob Elordi, like watching this movie, I was just like, this guy's a really, really good actor because he simultaneously made you fearful of what he was going to do, and at the same time made you feel a lot of sympathy for him, which is something that Mary Shelley did in her original book. And it's all through the characters. It's all through what the other characters around him are doing, and also what he's doing, and being this basically new being that is discovering and learning about life in real time.
Yeah.
And so the movie does a really, really good job of telling that particular story of Frankenstein. It was very, very well done. And I finished it today. I watched it. I was laughing at myself this morning talking to you because I watched that movie on 3 separate devices over the course of like 2 weeks, just because of time.
Yeah.
Time is just like, but I
actually put it on the Excel document, Excel spreadsheet.
I should have put it on an Excel spreadsheet. I should have. Google Sheets. But it's like, but today I actually finished the last 45 minutes of it. But it's like between watching it, like I made an effort to watch it on our TV screen. That was my biggest intention. But I was looking at the calendar and I was just like, I'm not going to be able to squeeze all these movies in unless I watch it on these other devices. And so that's what I did. Now the question: is it better than Sinners? No, it is not. It is not. I still think that Sinners is miles ahead of that movie. No pun intended. I think it's miles ahead, not light years, but miles ahead of it. Because I think that the magic trick of what Sinners does is that it connects so much to contemporary life, and it speaks to the world that we live in now. And I see that movie as being timeless, and it's also a new story. We've seen Frankenstein's story before. We've experienced that story. We know the allegory behind it. We know that it's modern day Prometheus. So we know that story. We've digested it enough. Sinners was just brand new.
Yeah.
And it's a brand new allegory. It's a brand new story, and it's a brand new perspective. And so with that, it's like, is it still the best picture to me? Yes. So I have, hold on, I think I wrote it down somewhere. I have, oh yeah, here it is. Okay. So I have 4 more movies to go. I have Hamnet, which I started today.
Okay.
And I like the director, Chloe Zhao. She's a really, really great director. Sentimental Value, The Secret Agent, and Marty Supreme. So hopefully I'll be able to make those.
Okay. Maybe I'll watch one of them with you.
Maybe. Maybe.
But if you're watching it on 5 different devices.
The thing about it is that I'm looking at this and I'm like, ain't a lot of black people in these movies. Sadhana ain't going to watch any of these. like Sadhana. So for those of y'all.
I watched All About Her.
You did watch All About Her.
It's all her fault?
Even though it's all her fault.
It was just Jay in there. Just Jay.
Listen, the name of the movie, the name of the TV show you watched was called MomStyle. That's what it was.
MomStyle.
It was called MomStyle. No.
You're saying what I watch and what I won't watch.
Yeah. Sadhana, a lot of times I'll bring up a movie. I'm like, oh, Sadhana, let's watch this movie or TV show. And she'll be like, ain't black people in it? And I'm like, no, it's no black people.
See the equal opportunity shows and movies. And it's like, what? Is Kiki Palmer in any of those? If she's not, then let me see.
To every Hollywood executive, it doesn't matter what era your movie is in. You better have a Kiki Palmer cameo in it.
If Kiki Palmer ain't in it, then I'm not watching. Is Tiana Taylor in there?
Throw Kiki Palmer. One scene with Kiki in it, and you'll be good. Oh, And Robin Thede. Robin Thede.
Yes.
Throw Robin Thede in it too. Robin Thede. Last thing I'm gonna say before
three black women with great sense of humor.
But the last thing I'm gonna say before we hop off, I was laughing a moment that brought me joy, that made me laugh, because Evie and Ben are our two kids are like well springs of laughter for us. And Evie, sometimes she'll say things that feel very similar to like something that you or your mother will say. And do you remember when we were in the car and the Robin Thicke song came on?
Oh yes.
I don't remember what song it was, but we were rocking to it. Mm-hmm. And Evie was looking. She was like, we were singing the song, and she's, as kids do, she was checking to see what the song was, and she was like, "Oh, she sings too?" And we were like, "What? Who are you talking about?" And she was like, this Robin." She said, the Robin, that lady from that movie that we watched, because you and her watched the Kelly Rowland Method Man movie, and Robin Thede was it.
Yes.
And we were like, what? We were like, oh no, that's Robin Thede. She's an actress. She was like, oh, I thought it was. she
said, oh, okay, yeah, I misread it. It's Robin Thicke. But that's the correct, phonetic pronunciation of Robin Thicke.
But the thing about it is the fact that she connected the fact that Robin Thede's name is spelled Thede, mm-hmm. And she said she saw Robin Thede and she saw the E in the back of his name.
Back, but she was in the back too.
But she saw the E in the back of his name. She was like, okay, Thede must be Thicke.
Robin Thicke.
She was like, she sings too. And was he singing falsetto in that song? Maybe.
A little bit. Maybe. It was
bottom line, Robin Thede has a singing career ahead of her. This generation of kids coming up, you know what I mean? Like, just go ahead and sing "Lost Without You." Lost Without You, right quick. It wasn't the song.
No, it's you can call me Professor. Gotta take my time on you. Something like teach you a lesson.
Teach you a lesson, yes, yeah. That's
I'm gonna have to teach you.
Now we're gonna need to have Robin Thede sing that song for Evie. Well, maybe not that song. That's a little inappropriate. Yeah, that's a little weird. But she needs to sing a Robin Thicke song, so that we could play it for Evie. No, not that song. Not that song.
But all the songs are not that song. Not that song.
Wanna love you, girl. Wanna love you.
But Pharrell was singing half that song.
No, he wasn't. It was Robin Thede the whole time.
Robin Thede.
Robin Thicke the whole time.
What about I Can't Get Your Love, the one where he was on the bike the whole time?
Oh yes,
that was the one that used to always play on MTV and
when
VH1.
He had the flowing locks riding down the street.
Yes.
That was before he had his glow up.
Yep.
It's like all of a sudden he got the glow up, and then it's like he got the
Thanks,
black.
Pharrell.
That was it. It was a wrap after that. It was a wrap. All right. Speaking of it being a wrap, thank you guys so much for rocking with us today. We really appreciate it. I hope you had fun. This was about a good hour of your time, so apologies.
I hope you made it to your destination safely.
Yes. Hopefully you did do that. Please follow us on social media. You can follow me at Joseph Vivens. You can follow Sadhana at
Sadhana_Jackson_Vivens.
Nice. And you can follow us at First Off Podcast. You can also follow my film, SOS Movie Official. It's going to be streaming. Wow. Yeah.
Whoa,
maybe one day. Oh, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Brother,
the feature. We're gonna be giving. That was a Freudian slip.
I love it.
Maybe
one day.
One day it will be.
It will be streaming.
Yeah, absolutely.
You told me just the other day that there's places where you can uplout a movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And
we want to.
We're gonna have it go through the full.
Yeah, full festival circuit. So keep an eye out. We have some announcements coming up.
Yeah.
And thank you guys so much. Hit us up at all our socials. And you can also check out vivensmedia.com. Yeah, I think that's about it. That's all the shameless plug-in. All right. Any words of wisdom for the people, Sadhana?
Whew. Love yourself. So that can help you to love the space and the environment around you. First, love yourself.
I like that. All right, guys. You guys have a good one. Peace.